meaning to do this video. I've got a couple hashtags I need to do from Erie's Witchcraft, at least 2 more. And I'm going to try to get those in intermittently. But she did a hashtag about spirituality and pets. And I will go back and look the name of the video up, the hashtag that she started. But can't, I didn't write it down. So I'm going to go back and write it down when I read the cards. So I chose 3 cards because, I have 3 pets. Aiden, I was going to do video of him while I talked, but he ran off. But I have Aiden. I have Mara. And you all know all about the video Life with Mara if you hadn't. I will put a video in the description box. And of course, I have Samhain, my rabbit, who's an asshole. So, um, life is never dull around here. Um, but I'm going to show the cards that I'm using as well as some of the other stuff. I pulled out, of course, the pagan cat. Well, I'll show you the cards in a minute, but I pulled out a few. One I wanted to use. I just got a couple, like 2 of the decks that I'm going to use, and one I don't even think I've even used yet because couldn't find it until we moved here. And I just keep putting it on the back burner. So she had 6 questions, but I spliced it up into 7, and I felt like I wanted to do some oracle messages with that. So, of course, the dog you saw, that's not my dog, that's the kid's dog. And of course, we've got to show a picture of Riddick. As you guys know, we lost Danny. We had to have Danny and Kira both had to be put down due to Kira had stomach stuff and Danny had seizures. Um, so we lost them. Anyway, I'm going to be using 3 oracle cards. I'm just going to do these intuitively. I'm not going to read the messages. This, I've had this forever and never, I think I've probably used it once. So I had, um, had to pull that out. And then I have, this one I've used quite a bit for readings and stuff. So, where is, and then I just got this for Christmas, so I wanted to kind of do oracle readings with them. I just got this. You're probably going to see it later in a video on my tarot haul. I had this. I got this for Mother's Day 3 or 4 years ago and put it somewhere and couldn't find it. Didn't find it till we moved here, right before we moved here where we're at. And never used it again. And then, of course, I don't have my box anymore for my pagan cat deck that I got at a witchy shop. So, that's 2. This is something that you learn about when you strength with the oak spirit. It's funny because 3 of my pets have Gaelic names. So with the lights and stuff up in the trees, that's giving me kind of fairy vibes. Just saying. And then I'm assuming this sound? Yeah, wait. Oh, surrender, let go of control. That's the otter. I've done some videos on otters before, but he's just being three. These guys are I think Renegade is probably the most chill, even though he's not mine. And he's old. He's like 9, so um yeah, you're it's all about letting go of control with these guys, especially the dog. And then this has dual meaning. Um Flying too close to the sun. Um like in Greek mythology, I can't remember uh the name, but and then of course the phoenix rising from the ashes, and then the ocean. That's got a lot to do with the ocean has a lot to do with water, a lot to do with emotion. And of course, I love the ocean. Was gonna move back to Florida, but nope. So that's that, and then let's get to the cards. Okay, so let's start with the first 3. We have 2 of the 3 of swords because 2 cards came out twice on the first question, and 2 of coins. So the first question was, were my pets, Aiden, Mara, and Samhain, sent to me for a divine purpose? Well, there was a lot of heartbreak, so that would have to be on both ends because we got our guys out of bad situations, abandonment, especially with that. Um, people didn't want, they're the animals that we now have a happy ending. I mean, they're somewhat happy and we're happy. We're doing all the best we can. Um, they keep us motivated and going and all that good stuff. And then the 2 of coins. Um, it's about learning balance, trying to manage time and make sure everybody gets what they need and things around the house get done and we do what we need to do. So I would have to say yes, given the cards. Um, Kind of a lot of healing and pain and heartache on both ends. So, question number 2. And I feel like my dad kind of entered into this whole equation with question number 2 because Dad's favorite color was blue and the butterflies. And every time that Dad has made himself known, it's always been with butterflies. So, and like the stone work and stuff. So, and question number 2, all 3 acting as my guides. Well, I guess you'd have to say that they Aiden more so. Um, they see messed up stuff. They let us know. Um, I've seen Aiden react to some pretty crazy things in previous places that we've lived at, and then of course with Scar here and the purple, and just kind of being observant. Of course, my favorite color is purple, and purple's got to do a lot with spirituality. Uh, we do get a lot of cuts, especially from Miss Mara, um, with the Ace of Swords. Um, so that is just a typical day with her. Um, uh, oh, yes. Uh, stand up to bad people. Stand up and speak your truth. Um, and about, getting you to look and pay attention more and be aware and listen to the guides. So that would have to be a yes. Then question number 3. Wait a minute. They're stuck. They get. Again, I feel like Dad had something to do with this because there's a lot of blue here. And question number 3 was, what are my pets teaching me? A lot about reflection, about letting go, especially, you can't control, things are out of your control. A lot about cleansing, and just letting it, and about karma and people reaping what they sow. Oh, there's a lot of blue there. So, funny. I used to have a cat that looked like that, and her name was Shadow. So, and being present and being in the moment, that was another thing. Let's see. Yeah, shadow work. Look into the mirror. And about meditation. Doing more meditation. And then there's transition. I don't think this means anybody's going to die. But we always had a lot of daisies. So I think my dad may have been involved with this. He may have picked out who worked for who. So that's the first 3. Okay, question number 4. What am I teaching them? I guess, what am I teaching my pets? That looks a lot like, that makes me think of Kira. And she's kind of moved on to a better place. And again, with the butterflies. So, butterflies also are about granting wishes in some cultures. Being out in nature. We can't exactly do that. Um, and then, of course, we have the Cheshire Cat. So, just sitting there being prim and proper. Oh, they do that a lot. Accepting them for, I guess, their individual personalities. And this looks like Danny, so I guess that could be Danny and Louie. Oddly enough, that kind of looks like my kid. Just coming in and just wreaking havoc. And being happy wreaking havoc. And they all do that. So, it makes us laugh when they wreak havoc. 8 out of 10 times. So, yeah. Just, this card cracks me up. That's just what we're teaching them, I guess. And then question number 5. The yin and the yang, so that's about balance. Let me look at the question here. Did we have other lives together? Well, I would have to say yes because there's a black and white cat. That Samhain's black and white, even though Louie's not mine. So we've got all three of them here together. And then uh, with the spirit dragon, again, it's blue. So, like I said, I keep thinking that my dad has a lot to do with this. And then again with the blue and the purple, because purple's my favorite color, and the red hair. And she's blowing her top. And being the queen of swords. So at the ocean too, it looks like, which is kind of weird. So there's, again, I'd have to say yes, because of all the cards here. Um, so I think, again, that my dad, like, picked everybody out, even though I'm not, everything isn't black and white. Um, and that's something I've had to learn with balance and things like that. And oh boy, am I struggling with that. So, um, yeah, I'd have to say yes. And question number 6. These cards are sticking together. Um, so, did we... Okay. So what can I do to help them out spiritually? I didn't write them down in order. Um, again, letting them be them, and accepting them. It's odd, that's a white cat again. Kind of looks like Riddick. And the blue, accepting the fact that Dad had a hand in this. And again with the blue, just always being prepared for what happens and making change, um, and relieving the stress and trying to make things, because we're going to be making some big changes, so we need to be very mindful of that. And again with, I think this is the 6 of Cups. Yeah. So, just kind of everybody being together, um, and making the best of a situation and having fun while you're trying to have fun while you're doing it. And making things, again, with the purple, um, the best of a bad situation. And keeping things as normal as possible. And then, did we have other lives together? There's a lot of battles. That's funny. That looks like Aiden. Looks kind of like Aiden. Um, and then I can see Riddick over here. Um, we've all kind of had, we've all had some kind of battle that we've had to fight. The lion, again. There's something to do with wealth and money and not being greedy, as he's sitting on top of his coins, and again with the blue. Blue seems to be a theme with these questions. It used to be funny because my dad used to always say he was king of the castle. So that's what's kind of funny about that. And then trying again, not having balance. I don't think any of us have really had balance. And just be feeling all twisted up and upset. So, Eight of Wands. Okay. So, yeah, we've all kind of had similar situations. And I've got to find balance so that history doesn't keep repeating itself. So, that's the best I could do. I just kind of put my own spin on it. Um, um, wow. Just one of those wow things with these decks. And again, with the blue. So, anyway, got more videos coming up. So, peace, love, and light, guys.